Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear? Is it audible? Can you hear? Please respond. Aruni, MS32, is it clear? Okay, now we will start from uh, a value of non-cash benefit. The last class we have discussed about value of benefit from house or quarters provided by employer residence, right? So in that residence, it has two rules. When monthly income is less than 200,000, and again we have to uh, look that whether it's rated area or it's unrated area or estate bungalow, and also we have to consider does the house is provided with furniture or without furniture, and in case if market value is available, we have to directly pick up the market value of benefit, and we don't want to go for this kind of formulas and circulars. First, we have to search for the market value of the benefit. If there is no information regarding the market value, then only we have to go for the circulars. Now we will move to the next area, that value of transport facilities provided by the employer. As far as we know that when executive people work in a company, they are provided with a car, right? Vehicles, car, or motor car, motorbike, or that sort of things. It's a benefit. If company is not provided a car to Mr. X, he should spend some sort of money to travel from his house to his office or any other official purposes. So therefore, any benefit given to employee by the employer, that benefit should be treated as income. In this case, a vehicle provided by a company is a benefit, therefore it's a taxable income. Let us look how to value that benefit, right? So when when we apply the value of calculation of value of such benefit, so for example, uh, company X provided with Benz car, company B provided with normal Alto or Alien or what sort of things, or some company provided a three-wheeler or motorbike or shared vehicle. So this time, how we value, so confusion, no? And sometimes the company provide only vehicle without driver, without fuel. Sometimes fuel with driver. Sometimes driver and vehicle without fuel. Right? So that there are a mix. There are many circumstances. So without get confused, right? Without, the government has issued a circular how to value such kind of benefit. The full amount of market value. Here again, they are telling about the market value. The full amount of market value, right? Full amount of market value is the benefit from the private use of vehicle, fully or partial. If the market value is not ascertainable, we have to apply this table only when if market value is not ascertainable. Any benefit from vehicle will be valued as follows, right? Say for example, market value. For example, uh, company give 100,000 to Mr. X for vehicle purpose. Then he can use his own vehicle or he can hire any vehicle from outside. So whatsoever. So this time, how much the benefit of Mr. X from vehicle is 100,000, because especially especially for vehicle purpose given by the company. So therefore, market value of that uh, benefit is 100,000. Or the company rent a car from outside person, and the car is totally used by Mr. X. The company paid car rental 100,000 and plus fuel 50,000. What's the value of benefit of Mr. X? Market value of the benefit. Car rent is 100,000, fuel 50,000. What is the market value of the benefit? Anybody of you? How much? Aruni, can you say how much the benefit from value from vehicle? No one is responding. Say, sir, question, right? Right. The company, right? ABC company, right? ABC company limited. Mr. X is working as a manager, right? Mr. X is a manager. ABC company provide a car, right? A car, a monthly rent for the car, monthly rent for the car is 100,000, right? And also the company fuel expense for that car is 50,000. And also its assigned driver to that car is 45,000. Okay. Then my question is, what is the uh, value of his benefit of Mr. X from the car, from the vehicle? How much market value of the benefit? No, no, not 5,000. Market value of the benefit, how much? Not 5,000. Any other answers? Yes. Sri Kandraj exactly says the value of the benefit is uh, value of the benefit is 195,000, right? 195,000. Right. Any questions? Right. Sometime the company, the car is belongs to the company, and no record about the fuel charges. They are using a common driver, right? Then how we can value? How can value? Say the car is own car, right? Own car, owned by the company, by company. Then we can't find this value. This time how much? How much value of the benefit? Here is no value. No value mean now what is the benefit? How much the benefit? not 95,000, not 95,000. No, no, right. Earlier we have the company has taken the car from outside. Therefore, it's clear that the cost of that car is 100,000. That cost equal to his benefit, right? But the car is belongs to the company, and that car is given to Mr. X for his usage, for private use, right? So this time it's very difficult to find the value of the benefit from the vehicle assigned to him. This time we have to use the secular. We have to use the secular. The secular is what? Here, right? Engine capacity. If the engine capacity is more than 100,800 cc fuel or hybrid, right? Uh, Not more than 200 kilowatts electric vehicle. If the company provide vehicle only, the value of the benefit is 20,000, right? Uh, if company provided a vehicle plus driver monthly 10,000 and 20,000 altogether 30,000. If company provided the car with driver and fuel, then total value of the benefit per month is 50,000, right? And if the car value, the engine capacity is more than 1,800 cc, or if it's electric car, its capacity is 200 kilowatts more than, then 35,000 for vehicle, 10,000 for driver, and 30,000 for fuel. In case of motorbike, with fuel 5,000, without fuel 3,000. Don't ask about driver, right? No one is assigned a driver for motorcycle, right? Okay. So keep in your mind this table, right? Now I ask one question, right? Mr. ABC is the employer, Mr. X is a manager, Mr. X is a manager. The company has provided a car. The car is owned by the company, so therefore we can't find uh, the value of the car. And fuel no data and driver no data, right? The company is assigned to, yeah, Mr. X is enjoying the car, right? Yes. And the driver, fuel, yes. And the driver, yes. Then how much the benefit? How much the benefit of Mr. X due to the car? One question should be asked. No, without asking one question, they are putting 50,000. No. Before that, we have to know what is the car capacity, engine capacity. Say engine capacity is 900 cc. Then how much? Car capacity is 9,900 cc. Therefore, uh, now you apply this. The 900 is more than less than 1,800 cc. Therefore, we have to use this row. And for vehicle 20,000, driver 10,000, fuel 20,000. Right? For yeah, this is for 20,000. Fuel 20,000, driver 10,000. Altogether equals sum, right? 50,000. Value of the benefit is 50,000, right? In case the car capacity value of the engine capacity of the car is 2,000 cc, then how much value of the benefit? How much value of the benefit from the car? $75,000. How we get 75,000? Here, the car capacity is 1,800, more than 1,800. Therefore, we have to use the second row. Then we have to pick up 35,000 for vehicle. Yeah, 35,000 here. And for fuel, 30,000. For driver, 10,000. Therefore, the value of the benefit is 75,000. Right? Right. Okay, car capacity is 1000 cc, 500 cc. We have 1500 cc, right? But no driver, right? No driver. Then how much his benefit? How much is benefit? Yeah, then only 40,000, right? Only only 40,000, right? Aruni says correct answer. Right? When you put the answer in chat box, please post your answer. Everyone, right? Public, don't put your answer in private. If you put private, no one, other people can't see your answer, right? Any questions? This value per month, right? This value per month. Per year, so we have to multiply this value into 12. Then we will get a value for 1 year, right? So if motorbike is given with fuel 5,000 per month, without fuel 3,000 per month, right? If an employee provided with more than one vehicle for official and private use, more than one vehicle, right? Only one vehicle should be considered as provided for private use and as a benefit from the employment for tax purpose, for PAYE tax purpose, right? We have to take only one vehicle for his private use. Some companies give more than one vehicle. In that time, we have to take only one vehicle for his private use. At a time, one person can use one vehicle. No? If an employee provides more than one vehicle for official or private use, only one vehicle should be considered as considered as provided for private use and as the benefit from employment for pay tax purpose. Simply, one vehicle should be considered as private use. When the employer, right, employer means the company, when the employer maintains accurate record in respect of vehicles or bicycles, motorbike, right, provided to be used for the field work, the benefit is 25 rupees for motor car, 5 rupees for uh, motorbike per kilometer, as case may be, irrespective of the engine capacity of the vehicle. So some companies uh, following maintaining uh, maintaining a running chart, proper running chart, how many kilometers has been used for that particular employee. If that kind of running chart information available, we have to prefer the running chart, right? Per kilometer 25 rupees, right? So if market value is not given, running chart is not given, then only you have to move to the secular, this table. Otherwise, you have to use first. You have to look for market value. If market value is not available, you go for running chart. If both are not available, you have to move to this table. Any expenditure reimbursed by employer in respect of fuel or maintenance of any motor vehicle or bicycle, the actual cost to the employer is value of the benefit. Say Mr. X has his own car, He has his own car. He is his own car, and he has used his own car to travel from his house to his office. For that, the company pays monthly 25,000 or 50,000 whatsoever. So that amount will be treated as benefit of Mr. X, reimbursement, right? Fuel charges. Retirement benefit. What do you mean by retirement benefit? So a person, he works for a long period of time in a company. At the age of 60 or 65 or 55, he get retired. That time he will get a certain amount of money from his employer as a retirement benefit. So this amount, this retirement benefit is taxable, right? For that amount, the employee should pay income tax. Payment for redundancy or loss or termination of employment. So in other way, in any other ways, he has lost his job. Sometime it may be he has at the retirement age, or the company has reduced some certain number of employees, right? Or voluntarily you are resigned from the company. So anyway, you are leaving from the office. That time, a company will give you a certain amount of money, right? Payment for redundancy, loss or termination of employment, and retirement contribution made to a retirement fund on behalf of the employee, and retirement payments received in respect of employment are income from employment, right? The amount is given by the employer at the time of retirement, but also should be considered as income from employment. However, contribution made by an employer to an employee's account with a pension, provident fund, EPF, like that, or saving fund approved by Commissioner General is excluded from the employment income. So, right, pension fund. So when they are using, so when we are working in the company, EPF, the EPF will be contributed by employer and employee, right? So that contribution should be treated as a, cannot be treated as income from employment. That should be an exempt income. If that fund is approved by the Commissioner General of Inland Revenue Department, that income, that income is an employment income, but we are not taking into consider for the calculation. It's an exempt one, right? It should be excluded. Should be excluded. Right. Now we will move to the next section, 4.5. The following receipts and benefits do not form a part of assessable income from employment. So there are some certain incomes we normally not include for the calculation of income tax. First, the discharge or reimbursement of expenses incurred by an individual on behalf of the employer. In the last class also I have explained to you that. So suddenly you are encounter an expenses on behalf of the company. You are not in the position to wait until accountants come, right? Suddenly you pay the bill from your pocket. Then, say for example, one visitor comes, audit comes in your office. You have to treat them well, right? And for hospitality charge or lunch charge, say 5,000, right? You can't wait until accountants come. You arrange the lunch, you pay 5,000 bill from your pocket. After 2 or 3 days, after accountant comes, you submit the bill and you retake your 5,000. This reimbursement is not an income, right? This 5,000 is not an income because you already spent by your own pocket to the company. Later, the company will give the money. It's kind of loan, right? You given a loan to company, and the company is given to you back. Second, a discharge or reimbursement of an individual's dental, medical, or health insurance expense where the benefit is available to all full-time employees. Available to all full-time employees on equal terms, right? So you have made you have encountered a surgery, right? For that surgery, uh, insurance company has given you 50,000 for that surgery. For that insurance, the premium paid by the company, right? This 50,000 or the premium paid by the company is not income for you. Even though the company paid on behalf of you, it is not treated as your income because this benefit is common for all full-time employees on equal terms. It is understood that equal terms means not for all employees, but for a set of employees under the same level, right? Here, right? Manager category, labor category, right? Middle management category, junior management category, like that. A payment made to or benefit according to employees on non-discriminatory basis without regardless any discrimination. Payment made to or benefit according to the employees on a non-discriminatory basis, that means equal basis, that by reason of their size, type, and frequency are unreasonable or administratively impracticable for the employer to account for or to allocate the individual. Say, canteen, right? The company is distributing tea, cup of tea, free of charge to all its employees, right? Or common room, a restroom, right? It's common for all employees, right? You can watch TV or you can play some games in that common room. So this kind of these are the benefits. Anyhow, the value of benefit enjoyed by each individual, each employee is determination is very difficult. Therefore, this time also we can't treat that benefit as income. And the value of a right or option to acquire shares at the time granted to an employee under an employee share scheme. It means at the point where the option is given, the benefit is not taxed, but tax applies when the shares are allotted after exercising options, right? So sometimes the company gives you option to buy shares from that company. So that kind of rights are not treated as taxable income. Contribution made by employer. Contribution made by employer to an employee's account with the pension, provident, or saving approved by the Commissioner General. Say EPF, ETF payments approved by the Commissioner General of Internal Revenue Department. So that contribution made by the employer is not treated as income, right? It will be that contribution of employer will not be treated as income from employment. It's not considered as, we are not taken into account at the time of calculation of income tax, right? Anyhow, at the time of retirement, he will get that money. That time, reduced rate, concessory rate, he is liable to pay tax. We will discuss it detailing later. Then we will move to another section. Next section 4.6. So MS12 ask one question. EPF by employee is taxable. EPF made by EPF paid by employee is a benefit or not? Right? It's a benefit or not? EPF contribution here in the example, right? You are working, right? XYZ Limited, right? Uh, Aruni, it's not Aruni. MS12, what's your name? What's your name? MS12. Satu, right? Satu is working in XYZ Limited. Mr. or Miss, I don't know, right? Mr. Satu is working at XYZ Limited. His monthly salary is 100,000. Monthly salary is 100,000. The company policy is EPF contribution. For the EPF contribution from the company side, 15%, and employee side, 10%, right? How much his gross salary and net salary? Satu, how much he will get? How much the salary to the bank? 75,000. No, no, not 75,000. No, any other answers? 85,000? No, no, not 85,000. Yes, exactly. Who is that? 75. Aruni also said correct answer, right? Monthly salary is 10,000, 100,000, no? Right. There's a fund called EPF fund. EPF fund. Employee Provident Fund. Right? Uh, every month, how much will be contributed by employer and employee? Employer contribution, how much? Every month, how much? Employer contribution 15%, therefore 15,000. Employer contribution 10,000. Right? Every month, how much? 25,000 saving, right? Saving. And his bank, how much he will get in his bank? Bank, here, 10,000 on his salary, 10,000 will forward. This 10,000 will be transferred to EPF account, right? On his salary, right? Then balance how much? 90,000 on his bank account salary. He will get 90,000. And gross salary 100,000. His net salary is 90,000. EPF contribution is another matter subject, right? For this fund, this is saving fund, right? Compulsory saving. So if EPF paid by the company 15%, it should be 10%. If EPF paid by the company is 12%, then it should be 8%, right? If it is 20%, here it should be 30%, right? Now, this 10,000 is benefit or not? We normally include this amount into here. So we have to pay tax. We have to calculate tax for this value, this 100,000, not 90,000. When we calculate income tax, we have to consider 100,000, not 10,000. Here they says this 15,000 is not the contribution made by the employer. 15,000 in this example is not income. It's not income for tax purpose. It's not income from income for tax purpose, right? It's exempt. They are not treated as income. So this is actually, it's not a benefit. This 10,000 already included in on his monthly salary. Therefore, we are getting 10,000, right? right? Any questions? Okay. Then employment income exempt, right? Exempt from income tax. So as per the third schedule of Inland Revenue, the following receipts and benefits are exempt from tax. Number one, capital sums paid as a compensation or gratuity in relation to personal injuries or death, right? A person, he is an employee in a company, right? The employee met an accident during his work. That time the employer is responsible to pay some a certain compensation to that person, injured person. So that amount is not treated as income. We are not include that amount into tax calculation, right? That you sometimes the employee has lost their leg while they are working in the office. For that company pays 1 million for that accident. So this 1 million will not treated as an income for the tax purpose. It should be treated as an exempt one, exempted. Pension receipt from Sri Lankan government or from the department of the government. Do you know any person who are paying income tax, pension holders, pension? If any person who are getting pension from the government, they are no need to pay income tax on that income from pension. No need to pay tax on that pension from the government. Third one, amount paid on retirement from any pension fund or employees trust fund representing investment income earned for any period commencing or on or after 1st of April 1987. Right? If you are getting any fund from investment income from ETF, no, it should not be treated as an income for tax purposes. It should be exempt one. And amounts paid on retirement from uh, amount paid on retirement from any provident fund approved by the Commissioner General of Revenue. Right here, amount paid on retirement from provident fund. This is also not a part of income tax, exempt one. Then income derived by an individual entitled to privileges under the diplomatic immunities law and other specified conventions and regulations. People say a representative of ICRC or representative of UNICEF, UN, right? These people are getting income, but they are no need to pay income tax for that income, for their salary. They have made some diplomatic immunities, right? So a person working at a Korean embassy, right, in right Sri Lankan embassy in Korea, they are getting income. So for that income, he no need to pay tax. Benefit derived by the government employee from a road vehicle permit granted to such employees. You know, executive officers from the government department are eligible to get vehicle permit, right? Road vehicle permit, car permit. Every 5 years, doctors, executive officers, accountants, lecturers are eligible to get vehicle permit. They can use that permit to import a valuable car. So any benefit derived from that permit is not taxable, exempt one. Right. Any questions? Any questions up to now? Right. Uh, we will discuss the example. Right. Question. Mr. Gunasekara, the senior manager of a large mercantile organization, he has given his primary employment declaration on this organization, right? In addition, he serves as a director of a subsidiary company of the group. The following information has been provided for the year of assessment 2018 and 19 to calculate his assessable income from employment. He is entitled to a monthly salary is 120,000, of which the company and Mr. Gunasekara contribute 12% and 8% respectively to employees' provident fund. In addition, he received an entertainment allowance of rupees 15,000 per month and a bonus equivalent to 3 months' salary from profit for the year 2017-18. Leave encashment paid during the above year of assessment rupees 36,000. He has been provided with an 1,800 cc for his official and private use with fuel and driver. The following amounts were reimbursed by the company during the year. Reimbursement of food and lodging expense on official visit to branches 42,000. Reimbursement of health insurance expenses. The benefit is available for the all full-time employees in equal terms 75,000. His annual subscription to the Institute of Professional Managers 25,000. Touring expense of his daughter who was selected to represent the national netball team 125,000. Residential telephone bill 60,000. He lives in a house provided by the company taken on a monthly rental of 20,000. The deductor fee received from the subsidiary company, which his second employment was 216,000, and it's a net of withholding tax. Right, net. You are required to calculate income from employment income. Can you discuss this question among you? Right, I have already uploaded this this handbook on LMS. I think all of you have on your hand. Can you discuss with you? Right. It covers all the areas what we have discussed. This is exam type question. Right. Answer also is given to you. Right. You just have a look on this question and make a discussion on this.